What I said in there was true. But it wasn't always like that. And if you don't believe anything else, you have to believe that. I remember the day it changed. I was lying in the bath and you moved. I saw something poke out like an elbow or something. Just for a second, then it disappeared. From that second, you stopped being a thing, and he was my baby. And from that second to this, I've loved you more than anything else in this world. I even went and asked Mum if I could keep you. She said that everyone had worked so hard to sort things out and I wasn't to ruin anything. She said I could pick your name, but that was to be an end to it.
So you gave up?
I never gave up. They took you away from me and I didn't know how to stop them. But at least I know that I'd see you every day and love you. If not as a mum, then as a sister. Shows you what an idiot I am. It's turned into a nightmare. I had to listen to everyone telling Mum how lucky she was to have such a beautiful baby. And all the time I wanted to scream at them that you were mine and it was me they should be talking to. But I couldn't. So more often than not, I had to leave the room. Everyone called me a stroppy cow and ignored me. Back on the stairs again.
What about when I was older? Why didn't you tell me then?
How would it have helped for you to know?
At least I would have known who I am.
You're still the same person. Nothing changes that.
I thought my mum was dead.
I know.
Why didn't you tell me then, when she died?
I thought about it. But Dad said you were still too young.
So instead you waited a couple of years and spit it at me in the middle of the street.
I know. I didn't mean that to happen.
Because I was doing something you didn't agree with.
Partly to do with that, yeah.
It's late to be playing mum, isn't it?
I've always been your mum, whether you knew it or not.
You're bleeding.
Oh, it don't matter.
Yes, it does. Come here.
I've made a real mess of it, haven't I?
Pretty much.
Still, I feel better now that you know.
Wish I did.
You might do one day.
Who else knows?
Dad, Lynn, Nan, Linda and little Mo are too young.
I can't believe you, Mama. Weren't they keen on you as a sister?
Can't blame you for that.
You're all so bossy.
Now you know why. We can get over this, though. I know we can.
Can we?
If you want to.
I don't know what I want. Can I ask you something?
Yeah, of course you can.
What happened when I was born? Did you keep me for a little while?
Well, they took me to the hospital. Mum said I was to have a room on my own because I'd be more comfortable. I knew it was because she was ashamed. The birth was like a dream, like it was happening to someone else and I was just watching. Afterwards, Mum went out to phone Dad. And the nurses came in. And they wrapped you in this blue sheet thing. And they gave you to me to hold. I started crying. Soppy cow.
How ugly was I?
You were the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. They wrapped you up so tightly. All I could see was your little face looking up at me. With the biggest, bluest eyes. And a little tuft of jet black hair poking out the top. You were perfect. I'd never been proud of anything before, but I was then. I wanted the whole world to see you, to show 'em what I'd done. Tell 'em you were mine, my little girl. And I felt perfect and all. Clean. And then Mum come in and took you off me. She started walking around the room with you, telling you all the things she was going to do for you. How she was going to look after you. All the things I should have been saying. And then Dad come in and I felt dirty again. He hardly looked at me. I had to lay there watching them fussing over you. And all the time I wanted to scream at them to give you back. I couldn't. Because Dad would give me that look again to say how disappointed he was with me. And why I wasn't like the others. So I didn't. When he left, I asked Mum if I could hold you. Do you know what she said? Best not. Best not. If only I could have held you. Just for a few more minutes. Oh. 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 Things were never the same after that. Birthdays, Christmas, first day at school. Always in the background. Always with that same anger I had the day you were born. Always wanting to say something, but best not. I remember sometimes you coming from school upset over something. You'd run straight past me to Mum.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't your fault. I used to nick you sometimes, though.
What?
I used to take you to the park. Just you and me. Oh, it was brilliant. I remember one day, you couldn't have been more than 3. We was making daisy chains. And you wanted to play a game where I pretended to be the mum. You even called me Mummy. I don't think I've ever been that happy.
Sorry, I hate you.
It doesn't matter.
What do you think Dad will say when you find out I know?
I don't know.
You and him are all right now, though, aren't you?
Yeah. It's been better since Mum died.
You always said you wouldn't mind him of that.
Yeah.
You did make up, though, after I was born.
Stayed out of each other's way, really. I went a bit wild. After he found out I was pregnant, he just put me down as a slapper. Didn't want to disappoint him again, did I? What?
You ain't told me who my dad is.
What?
My dad.
Don't worry about him.
What do you mean, don't worry about him? I want to know who he was.
He didn't even know I was pregnant.
What's his name?
I can't remember.
You can't remember?
It was a long time ago.
I don't believe you got pregnant. Don't even know who the dad was. You said he was older.
I didn't say I didn't know who he was. I said I couldn't remember his name. Look, I'm fancy a drink. Do you want one?
Would you help me find him? My dad.
One day.
Promise. I mean, I don't know if I want to speak to him or anything, but I'd like to know who he is.
One thing at a time, yeah?
Yeah. So what happens now?
That's up to you.
I need time to think.
Of course you do.
Probably could jump on going away. But easier to get me head together.
What?
In Spain.
You can't go, Zoe.
But there's even more reason for me to go now. I'll have time to myself to work things out.
No.
Why not?
You just can't.
It's perfect.
No, it isn't.
I'll be safe. Harry's going to look after me.
Look, you're not going to Spain, and that's the end of it. Drop it.
Why are you being like this? This ain't up to you. You can't start being a mum and laying down the law just like that. If Dad says it's all right, what's the problem?
Dad don't understand.
Understand what?
Nothing. You're just not going, and that's that.
I'm old enough to do what I want, and you ain't going to stop me.
Zoe! Zoe! Zoe!
Get off me! What's the matter with you?
You're not going. Not with him.
Who? Uncle Harry? Cat? Tell me.
It wasn't my fault.
What was?
He told me I was his special girl.
Who?
Dad kept asking me, who is it? His face. He hated me. He kept on, who is it? What he was going to do to him. I wanted to tell him so badly, but I couldn't.
Why?
Because it was his brother. It was Harry.